Good evening and welcome. Thank you for tuning in this evening. I am Donna Yetter, St. Cloud State University School of Education Teacher Preparation Partnership Coordinator and the West Metro On-Site Coordinator and Advisor. It is my privilege to welcome everyone viewing to the 2021 North Hennepin Community College and St. Cloud State University Special Education Partnership Graduation Ceremony. Tonight, we will hear from administrators, students, faculty that are part of this wonderful and unique partnership program that allows students to obtain their special education licensure through St. Cloud State University at North Hennepin Community College. Tonight, we celebrate our West Metro Special Ed Academic Behavioral Strategist Group 3 graduates. Please welcome Dr. Garcia.
Thank you, Donna. I am Dr. Rolando Garcia, President of North Hennepin Community College. Thank you for tuning in this evening. Despite these unprecedented times, we are humbled to recognize our hardworking graduates this evening. We will be celebrating 14 students who are completing their degree through St. Cloud State's special education program. We have a mix of students that are representing several districts, which include our very first partnering district, 287, Anoka Hennepin, and North Branch. In total, since our partnership launched in fall of 2016, we have worked with an additional 11 districts, which include Minneapolis, Osseo District, St. Francis, New Millennium Academy, Elk River, Roseville, Cambridge, Santee, St. Cloud, Minnetonka, Rogers, and Forest Lake. I think it's remarkable that we can come through this together tonight virtually to see so many students that are ready to enter the wonderful, rewarding, and sometimes challenging world of special education. You are so valuable to our education system. Thank you. At North Hennepin Community College, partnerships are vital to the work we do. We are grateful to partner with 4 Minnesota State universities, St. Cloud University being one of them, to offer baccalaureate programs on our campus to students of North Hennepin Community College and those in our community. It is our responsibility to meet students where they are in terms of location, convenience, and affordability. And we realize that partnering with universities that have the same goals, we are setting our students up for success. We are very excited to continue partnering with St. Cloud State University in special education in the years to come. We look forward to expanding this partnership with even more school districts to serve their employees, and we look forward to more graduation celebrations in the future. We hope you enjoy the ceremony tonight as we hear from both students and administrators from St. Cloud State University and District 287. Again, congratulations and best of luck to you. Gracias.
Thank you, President Garcia. Next, we'll hear from President Wacker from St. Cloud State University.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robin Wacker, President of St. Cloud State University. I am so pleased to welcome everyone to this ceremony on behalf of St. Cloud State. A heartfelt congratulations to all the West Metro graduate students who are completing their special education ABS K-12 teaching certification. We are pleased to be a partner in a program that opens pathways for students of all ages and all stages of life who are ready to take that next big step in their career. Students, you are the 3rd SCSU Special Education K-12 licensure cohort that has been offered through the West Metro Partnership in collaboration with North Hennepin Community College and District 287. The West Metro Partnership was formed to address a crucial shortage of special education teachers that we have in the state. We believe that it is vitally important for us to ensure that students like you have access to teacher preparation programming that is so vitally important to meet the educational needs of our students and Minnesota school districts. St. Cloud State University is committed to working with North Hennepin to offer you and all of our students an educational opportunity that allows you to pursue this next step in your career. So once again, congratulations to all of you, and we wish you the best of luck. And go Huskies.
Thank you, President Wacker. Next, we'll hear from District 287, Superintendent Lewandowski.
Good evening. My name is Sandy Lewandowski, and I'm the Superintendent of Intermediate District 287. I want to congratulate all the graduates of the West Metro Partnership Program who are gathered here tonight to celebrate. It truly is an accomplishment that we envisioned several years ago. We knew that Intermediate District 287 was a school district that serves some of the highest need students in the state of Minnesota. We also knew that we had been unable to obtain sufficient numbers of properly licensed staff. We knew this to be true for other school districts in the metro area as well. As a result, we began a partnership that is represented here today. We are exceedingly pleased to congratulate the graduates completing their special education ABS licensure. This is evidence that partnerships can and do work. We are grateful to both North Hennepin Community College and St. Cloud State University. Oftentimes, when teachers are asked why they teach, we hear answers like, "I knew since I was little I wanted to be a teacher. I teach because I want students to have someone who looks like them in the front of the classroom. I teach because I believe in the power of relationships. I believe in the power of education to make the world a better place. I teach with a lens of equity and want students to have multiple racial perspectives. I teach because I give voice to all students. Whatever your reason is for wanting to teach, I hope that you find your success and fulfill your dreams, both you and your students. Congratulations."
Thank you, Superintendent Lewandowski. Next, we'll hear from North Hennepin Community College Education Faculty, Dr. Susan Moore.
Good evening, 2021 graduates. You are embarking on an absolutely wonderful journey. Teaching is a noble profession, and I'm sure that you are all excited to be licensed and out there having your own classroom. There's a story I want to share that has kept me kind of mindful of my relationship with my students. And that is, it's an old fable. It's about a chicken farmer. The chicken farmer was going about his business and found an eagle egg. And so he put the eagle egg in with all the chicken eggs. And when it hatched, the eagle was doing everything that chickens do, scurrying about close to the ground, going short distances. He was doing all the things that chickens do, when suddenly one day he looked up into the sky and he saw an eagle fly. And he asked, "What is that? It looks like me." "Well, that's an eagle. That's the king of the birds," the hen said. "And we're all chickens. We can't do that. We're chickens." So he went about being a chicken. And then he decided, after seeing the eagle fly a few more times, he's going to try. So he attempted. And he did it a few more times. And he started to fly higher. And he started to fly farther. And all of a sudden, he began to soar. And he soared and he soared and he soared above and beyond the confines of limitations. He flew beyond mediocrity. He flew into exploration and discovery and discovered who he really was and what he was capable of doing. But he had to see it first. So the moral of the story is, we have to see our students as eagles. Don't make them chickens. Make them see themselves as eagles. And in order to do that, we need to present eagles to them. We need to show them how it's done and let them soar. And the more, again, you've heard me say this over and over in my classes, the more engaged they are and the more empowered they are as students, They will do the soaring on their own. They will soar and they'll figure it out, but they've got to feel empowered to do it. So keep that in mind, that story throughout your teaching career. And the last thing I'd like to share with you is my favorite quote by Maria Harris, who is a spiritual educator. The quote goes like this: teaching is not delivering content to receivers of content. Teaching is delivering human beings to themselves. And I think that's the essence of teaching. And when you have these kids come back to you years later and say, you know, you made a difference, that will make it all worth your while, because you will feel such a feeling of joy when that happens. And that will happen consistently throughout your career. So good luck, go forth and teach, and congratulations, graduates and teachers of 2021.
Howdy all, my name is Jamila Quinn, and I would first like to thank North Hennepin Community College, St. Cloud State University, and Intermediate District 287 for absolutely everything that has led up to this moment. Thank you for the opportunities, for the support, for the framework. Thank you for a path that was made clear for us to thrive and to become highly qualified teachers in our field. This program is incredible. It's convenient, and so much so that I wonder if I would have personally taken the leap to become a special education teacher if it were not for this program. So truly, truly thank you. A little bit about my educational history. I graduated from St. Cloud in 2014 with my BFA in Integrated Media and Film Studies. So from there to here, let's just say that a strong wind blew me into the direction of 287's Sun program shortly after finishing my undergrad, and I've been quite cozy here ever since. I had worked as a PCA in high school and through college, yet I never imagined that the process of supporting individuals socially, emotionally, behaviorally, and academically could be so refreshing, rewarding, and challenging. One great thing about 287 is that while serving those with the greatest needs across the metro, teachers and staff are forced to become expansive. We grow in understanding, patience, and compassion, and in our abilities to problem solve for the sake of those who need all that we have to give, and then some. Now, I'm not going to wax poetic about my own personal expansion, but let's just say that curiosity met passion, a teacher shortage, and a newly formed West Metro partnership, and so bada bing, bada boom, here I am today. This is my 4th year teaching on a temporary or tiered license, and I am excited to say that I finally earned a license of my own, and it's very rewarding and exciting. Now, as a veteran of this program, I can say with confidence and amazement that the professors from North Hennepin and from St. Cloud are what make the program, truly. The passion that they have for their craft, they use it to foster really rich relationships with their students and in the community. They make the labor of learning that, sometimes it's laborious, they make it feel easy breezy. And so to the teachers of my West Metro past and present, I just want to thank you for your passion and for the knowledge and for the support. Thank you for not allowing the juxtaposition of life, parenting, teaching, and being a graduate student deter me from the path and the calling. I am, and I will forever be grateful to each and every one of you. And I promise to finish my master's, Scout honor.
Good evening, esteemed guests, North Hennepin Community College faculty, St. Cloud State University faculty, my fellow West Metro cohort peers, their families and friends. My name is Angie White. First, I would like to thank the West Metro cohort partners, North Hennepin Community College, St. Cloud State University, and Anoka Hennepin District 11. Anoka Hennepin District 11 introduced me to the North Hennepin Community College, St. Cloud State University, and the West Metro Special Education cohort only 2 years ago, while serving special education students as a high school paraprofessional. Ultimately, I chose this unique partnership between North Hennepin Community College and St. Cloud State University for several reasons. First, as a SCSU alum, I was excited to be returning to the Husky Pack for another degree. Second, I know that I am a hands-on learner. I prefer to be in person, in a classroom, and using old school paper and pencil. Classes are held during the week and not for 8+ hours on the weekends. Next, this partnership gives students the opportunity to complete required coursework through North Hennepin Community College, which is fiscally responsible. Then I realized that this partnership is giving West Metro cohort students an educational opportunity to learn and successfully become a licensed special education teacher in Minnesota, while continuing to serve special education students in our full-time jobs at a location that is much more convenient to my peers and myself. This type of program is important to me as a return for additional higher education, especially as a non-traditional student. This program has introduced me to lifelong friends, colleagues, support professionals, mentors, and professional educators that are all part of this unique partnership. I can honestly say that North Hennepin Community College and St. Cloud State University are fully committed and supportive to full-time working students. There are many of my peers, myself included, that have received positive interactions, affirmations of great work, and overall life support while working full-time, managing households, families, and concurrently attending graduate level courses. Professionally, we have many professors from North Hennepin Community College and St. Cloud State University who have extended a perpetual helping hand and are genuinely happy to assist in the future if we should have questions. As a military veteran, I cannot say enough about the support that I have received from North Hennepin and St. Cloud State. There are many, often confusing items that are required of the student veteran. North Hennepin and St. Cloud State have both Veterans Resource Centers who are always available to assist and always on hand. My future plans include completing my special ed developmentally delayed licensure, will concurrently finish my Master's of Science in Special Education through the West Metro cohort program. I learned that I love teaching students with developmental delays and challenging behaviors. I'm looking forward to teaching these students again for the 2021-22 school year. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Angel SPED, and I am an upcoming graduate of the West Metro Partnership. I want to start off first by saying thank you to North Hennepin Community College, St. Cloud State University, and of course, Intermediate District 287. I started with the district some years ago, not a lot of years, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago. And when I started as an EA, I didn't consider teaching because I really thought that I had missed that. I'd missed my opportunity to do that because I just thought I was too old to go back to school. As a single mom, at the time I was working 3 jobs to make ends meet. And I thought school is just an impossibility for me right now. With everything else that was going on in life, and my children were kind of a little bit younger at the time. So I had been working as an EA, just kind of living my life and enjoying the fact that I got the opportunity to even work with students in any capacity. Prior to working as an EA, I was a technical services consultant, and I did some software development, and on the side, I was a literacy, I worked with Reading Corps. So fast forward to working in the FACE program at Ann Bremer Education Center, and I fell in love with the students, and I even more fell in love with my students' potential. So I was just kind of doing my thing, and an administrator stopped and said, you should really seriously consider teaching. And I thought, absolutely not. I'm not going back to school. I don't have time for that right now. I don't think that's even possible. And they kind of kept talking about it and telling me, well, there's this program that you can get in and they'll help you. And it's through the district. And I thought, okay, I'll see what happens. I'll try it. And I'll take one class. I took one class. And I thought, well, I'll take this one class and I'll see if I feel like I can do this. Now, my thought at the time was, the time is going to pass one way or the other. What am I going to do with this time? I can continue to be an EA, which I love doing, or I can advance myself and kind of open up some other opportunities and doors for myself, as well as be a teacher of color. There's not a lot of teachers of color. And when I started at Ann Brimmer, there may have been a couple. At the time, it was Edgewood. There may have been a couple. And I thought, okay, well, representation matters because many of our students are students of color. So fast forward, and I just thought, okay, I'm just going to dive in. And I was taking 4 and 5 and 6 classes. And my family has been awesome. My coworkers have been amazing. My friends have been gracious because I have not had time to do anything but go to school and go to work, really. And so they have helped to push me along in this journey. And it's been super exciting and, like I said, exhilarating to go through the process and end up in a teaching position. I am currently a SUN teacher. I'm a tier 2 SUN. I'm a tier 3 teacher with a tier 2 licensure at this point, which I'll be able to get a tier 3 after this. It's crazy and wild and amazing. And sometimes I have to pinch myself that I actually have gone through the process. And District 287 has been so gracious to give this opportunity and to support staff while going through the process. The administrators in my building have been nothing but supportive while I've pursued my degree. They have been helpful, understanding, willing to fill out paperwork, willing to jump through all of the hoops with me. I do want to say thank you so much to all of the professors at North Hennepin Community College. Thank you to all the professors at St. Cloud State University. Thank you, Donna, for being so amazing and being so willing to answer the same questions over and over and over again, even though you answered them the first time. Thank you for advocating for me as an individual. Thank you for making it seem like, or showing me that I and my education matter. And that's what I feel like I've gotten from the West Metro Partnership. That me being in the role of a teacher actually does matter. So going forward, what I'm hoping is that I can continue to teach my son's students, students with unique needs. I love them. I love working with them. I enjoy going to work every single day. I enjoy that I get this privilege and opportunity to be considered an educator. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Lynn Ely, and I have been a part of this wonderful opportunity for the past 3.5 years. I want to take this time to thank North Hennepin Community College, the St. Cloud State University, and District 287 West Metro Partnership. I am sincerely grateful to have been a part of this wonderful journey. I chose West Metro Partnership because I wanted to become someone to guide and model to all learners, including myself. I understand that I hold the key to unlocking a learner's potential and opening doors for opportunity. This is most important to me personally as well as professionally. I am ever so grateful to all who saw my potential and am honored to have been given a door of this opportunity to continue to do the same for the children of our future. I would like to leave in closing a quote from Marian Wright Elderman, lawyer, activist, and author of the most acclaimed book, The Measure of Our Success. Education is for improving the lives of others and for leaving your community a world better than you found it. This is and will be my future plans. Thank you once again to District 287, the West Metro Partnership, North Hennepin Community College, and St. Cloud State University. To all the staff, the faculties, the administration, and all of those who did so much in helping me to meet this particular time right here, right now. I say thank you. And congratulations to all the graduates.
Thank you, graduates, for sharing your West Metro Partnership testimonies. Next, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Jennifer Miller, Dean of the School of Education at St. Cloud State University.
Thank you so much, Jamila, Angie, Angel, and Lynn, for your wonderful words. My name is Dr. Jennifer Miller, and I'm the Dean of the School of Education at St. Cloud State University. First off, congratulations to our West Metro Partnership graduates. We are so proud of you. I want to take a minute to thank the families and the support systems for these students. Your support means the world. These students are going to provide learning opportunities to children and youth who so desperately need high quality, dedicated teachers. Thank you so much for encouraging, motivating, and supporting all of our graduates. These education professionals are certainly entering teaching at an unprecedented time. We are so proud to know that you will be making a significant difference in the lives of the students that you teach. You are now part of the SCSU alumni family, and that is quite a network of educators. I'm almost positive that you cannot go into a district in Minnesota without running into an SCSU grad. As you navigate those first few years of teaching, or if you're already doing that, find your people. We are all over the place. Huskies are everywhere. Congratulations, and we can't wait to hear about all of your wonderful accomplishments. Please keep in touch with us.
Good evening. My name is Bradley Kafer, and I am the chair of the Department of Special Education at St. Cloud State University. I've been looking forward to congratulating the graduates this evening. I'm so proud of all of you and the hard work that you've been doing. I would like to thank both District 287 and North Hennepin Community College for the continued collaboration with St. Cloud State University and to ensure a successful West Metro partnership for our students. I would also like to thank my colleagues in the Department of Special Education, both faculty and teacher educators who have done exceptional work to prepare our group of new special education teachers. I truly appreciate your teaching and advising support, your mentorship and supervision. Finally, I'd like to congratulate our 14 graduates. You have chosen the best career possible. I am completing my 27th year in public education, and there is nothing else I would rather be doing. I hope in 27 years, you're continuing to make a difference, continuing your ongoing learning and serving the students of Minnesota. At this time, we'll recognize each of our 14 graduates who will be recommended for special education licensure. First, we have Susan Anos. Lakia Austin. Jacqueline Chance. Lynn Ely. Stephanie Deutsch. Ashley Froming. Michelle Hallonen. Daniel Jacobson. Kyle Peach. Jamila Quinn. Jennifer Sikan. Angel Speed. Allison Tachany. And Angie White. Once again, I'd like to congratulate each of the 14 graduates. And you see Donna Yetter up in the upper left-hand corner here. Congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you, Dr. Kafer, and congratulations to all of our graduates. Before we wrap up our ceremony, we will hear from Dr. Mark Markell, Special Ed Professor at St. Cloud State University.
Congratulations, graduates and supportive family and friends. When I found out that there was going to be a recognition ceremony for this group of graduates, I was so excited about being able to speak. I'm incredibly grateful to be part of the SCSU cohorts, and it has been an absolute pleasure to work with Donna Yetter. She is the most incredible professional I have ever interacted with. Donna is the best coordinator, colleague, problem solver, and encourager. We are all so fortunate that she has worked with us over the past years. I was talking to several students this year, and they said that they felt overwhelmed and they were ready to quit the program. But after talking with Donna, they knew that they would be supported, and then they were able to take one day at a time to complete their goal. Thank you, Donna. You are definitely the hero to many students and definitely to me. As I started to think about what I would say, I thought about the different speeches that I've heard over the years. And for me, the best speeches are memorable, funny, whimsical, while meaningful. So I'll do my best. The first thing I want to say is that I am so incredibly impressed and proud of all of you graduates. You have not only survived a pandemic, you succeeded. You succeeded in classes during one of the most stressful and difficult times in recent history. You not only succeeded during a pandemic, but everything else that went along with the pandemic and everything else that is happening in the country and in the world. We had a contentious election, racism, a politically and economically divided nation. And you succeeded while teaching online, often for the first time, and often helping your own children as they learned online, again, often for the first time. You succeeded while wearing masks in public, dealing with illness and sometimes death among family and friends. As I read this potential list of obstacles, I feel overwhelmed, and yet you did it. Graduation is a huge accomplishment, and this year, it is literally monumental. You are entering one of the most rewarding, most difficult, and most important of professions. Teaching students and adolescents, especially those who are most vulnerable, is a gift. It is an honor to serve students who face so many challenges. As you are about to enter, I am about to exit. I have one more year of phased retirement at SCSU, and then I will be fully retired. It's cliche to say, but the time has gone far too quickly. I decided that I'm going to now spend a few minutes giving you some unsolicited advice on what I've learned over the 40 plus years of teaching. First, you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to keep your cup full. You need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself so you have enough to give your students. So how do you do that? How do you keep your cup full? It's not easy. But you need to find a way of self-care and work-life balance. Others may unintentionally try to empty your cup. You need to set strong boundaries, do things that you have passion for, and say no when you start feeling overwhelmed. Also, refuse to listen to negativity about your students. Next, relationships are absolutely vital. Invest time intentionally and authentically building relationships with your students and parents. Again, at risk of sounding rather cliche, students don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. For many of our students that we teach, they thrive on relationship with us. Establishing relationships will make the third bit of advice much easier. Learn positive, proactive, and instructional behavior management. It's too easy to fall into thinking that the way to manage behavior with students is to react in a negative, threatening, or shaming manner. Punitive methods of class control deny students of their dignity. Students are precious, and they deserve to be treated with respect, especially when they're having a difficult day. Students come to school with so much baggage. We as teachers need to be compassionate, loving, and nurture each student's resilience and inner wealth. Students need to know that they are good and worthy people regardless of their behavior or their abilities. Also, practice cultural humility. You cannot be culturally competent. It's impossible to know about the culture for each person that you come in contact with. Continue to read, attend information sessions, cultural events, and most importantly, learn from your students. Learn what being Somali, Mexican, Norwegian, Russian, LGBTQ, Korean, Irish, what that means to each student and their family. Learn about each student's disability and how it's impacted their life, their family's life, and their schooling. Tell students you want to learn, and then listen, listen, listen. Next, and this is important, keep several outfits from your first years of teaching, preferably clothes that stretch, because you're going to need them in 25 years for throwback spirit days. If the clothes are stretchy enough, you won't even have to have them taken out. Remember, as your knowledge and experience expand, oftentimes your waistline does too. All right, back to being serious. When students fit the definition of a helicopter parent, don't become frustrated or dismissive, but thank them for their involvement. Invite them to visit you over a cup of coffee. Ask them what you can do to reduce their worries. And then listen, listen, listen. And then if you can, do what they ask. Be partners with parents who are willing. You're going to have far too many parents who are not interested in partnering with you. Always leave your ego behind when interacting with others and learn from others' ideas. Don't ever tell a parent that because you're a licensed teacher, you know better than they do. You have a license and they have years of experience with their child. Listen and authentically appreciate their advice. No matter how many licenses you have, and no matter how many years you teach, you will never know everything, and you need to be humbly learning from others. Collect data. Data will help you know if what you're doing is working. If what you're doing is working, that's great. If what you're doing isn't working, change it. Finally, always remember that teachers are teaching because of their students. Difficult coworkers or demanding administrators, frustrating parents, and a society that doesn't really value us as much as they should do not matter nearly as much as the students you serve. What matters is that your students look to you to be educated and to care about them, and I will dare say to love them. You are incredibly important to our often too fragile students who act out because they don't know how to say, I'm scared, I need you, or please, please see me. Some days they might even say, I hate you to your face, but in their hearts, they are likely thanking you for caring enough to expect them to learn and expect them to behave responsibly. That's it. After 40 years, that's basically what I've learned. So again, graduates, congratulations. It has been an absolute privilege to have been part of your education. Each of you give me a great amount of hope for what lies ahead. Your future students don't have any idea how incredibly fortunate they will be to have you as their teacher. In years to come, when someone tells me about you and your teaching, I get to say, I knew them when.
Thank you, Mark. And once again, congratulations to all of our graduates. It has been a pleasure to work with each of you to guide and to support your West Metro program completion journey. The very best to each of you as you transition into the teaching profession as K-12 licensed Minnesota special ed teachers.